Oh, are you recording, Chi?
Yes,
Okay,
you can
great.
call
Thank you.
me.
Yeah, thank you for that. Well, hey, happy Tuesday, everyone. I don't know about you guys. It's easier waking up every morning these days. In our industry, to be honest, I just been really tired of these rates, right? And the environment has been tough the last 2 years plus, right? So for those of you in the industry who's made it, one, congratulations, and two, I hope to see you guys honestly, and I sincerely mean this, thrive in the coming weeks, coming months, and moving forward. Um, let's go ahead and start as always, just to uplift, encourage, and gain perspective. Let's start with wins for the week. Um, on you want to start?
Sure. Wins for the week. Nothing big, but I'm trying something new, uh, which I just learned about it yesterday, talking with my brokerage, real estate brokerage. So
Okay.
they're doing something called a 30 by 30.
Okay.
So it's broken down to every day you want to do at least contact five new clients or contacts.
Yep.
Talk to 5 people in your database. Um, Talk to 5 professionals. It doesn't have to be directly related to real estate or lending. Just 5 professionals. Then
Okay.
send out 5 cards. Touch base with or organize your CMA and send out five letters. So something like that every day, and so just a way to farm new clients.
Great. No, that's good. That's good. I mean, that's really, what we've been kind of preaching here, right? And
Yeah,
that is, yeah, you got to establish new relationships, but more importantly, you just have to make conversation going. So that's good. Good. When did you guys start?
yesterday.
Okay, great.
Well,
Well, hey, yeah,
the broker started a while ago, but a different office started it, so they were just sharing yesterday's
gotcha.
meeting. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, keep us informed. Keep tabs on this. It'll be really good just to see the results, right? I mean, at the end of the day, we want to see results. We want our activities to equal results, right? To produce results. Awesome. I'm gonna share my win real quick because I want hopefully if others join, I would like um, you know for those to hear C's win for the week. I think for what he's gonna share. My win. I connected with an agent not about I think it was either Friday or Thursday. I haven't talked to her in a while actually. It's as a loan officer, we kind of go through these seasons, right? I mean, if you take this as and good and for bad, but better for worse, if you take these relationships as seriously as perhaps we ought to, it becomes very personal. These are real relationships with human beings, right? And you go through ebbs and flows, right? I mean, you don't want to, right? You want to many times just keep it a very strictly business relationship, right? You're the realtor, I'm the lender. Let's help each other and help the client. Let's get into escrow and done, right? But many a times what happens is, and maybe I'm still fine tuning this, but you get into it develops more into a relationship, right? And feelings come and go, and you get affected one way or another. And well, I have this one realtor friend of mine. Well, she became a friend. Let's just call her N for now. And N and I have been working together for many years, actually, about 5 to 6 years now. And she used to, long story short, we have a very good relationship. I financed her home, her own, when she bought a house 4 years ago. But they're having other people that's come and gone as well. And she's tested out other lenders. And I'm a human being, right? First and foremost, and so are you. And you go through these emotions of, oh my gosh, is N gonna still refer me? Or what's going on? And it's been a while. I'm going to admit, it's been a while. And I reached out to her on Thursday afternoon last week, and she didn't take my call. She said, "Hey, Ragnar, long time. I'll call you back." And she goes, but she never did. And I forgot too, right? Friday came along. I didn't call her back. The weekend happened. Well, yesterday, she called me out of the blue. And I was like, "Hey, long time." And she's like, "Yeah, seriously, what's been going on?" I was like, Honestly, I'm sorry I didn't have been reaching out to you." I was like, Ragnar, I'm glad you sent me a text, on Thursday. And sorry I didn't reach out to you. I was actually at a listing appointment." And the bottom line is, she said, "Well, I'm glad you called because I need someone that's Korean speaking." And everyone else that she works with, they're not Korean speaking. And so she's like, "I'm glad you called because I need someone Korean speaking." And so yesterday, Mrs. Janet Kim just applied, right? Again, it was a simple reach out on my end, right? And again, it's just this constant reminder for all of you guys. I know I might come off sounding like a broken record, but there is to stress the importance of staying on top of your realtors, right? Staying on top of your clients, drip calling. It is a relationship business, right? I felt super bad because I haven't talked to her in about like 4 months, right? And it kind of got to me because I know one of the competitors that she's using, I could be here pounding my chest. I'm a big, strong man, but you know what? Look, I'm human. I'm weak, and I'm like, oh, I know the last couple deals she used the other person, and but no, you gotta keep dripping on them, right? And you just never know when the opportunity comes. So yeah, Miss Janet Kim, I spoke with her yesterday. We conference called and she applied, and she's looking for a home because she just sold her house as an escrow and just went into escrow, and she needs to buy a new home. So she applied yesterday. So it was really cool to see that. I don't know if well, Hyuna, if you could hear me, if you can jump on. If not, let's go with Paul. A win for the week. Oh, Hyuna, you want to share a win for the week? We can't hear you.
I'm sorry. Okay,
There
I
you
don't
go.
have any wins. I'm still waiting for my license activation,
Okay,
so
great.
it's gonna take some time. Yeah.
Well, I think this is our first time meeting you. Do you mind? You want to go ahead and quickly just introduce yourself to the rest of the group?
Okay. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. My name is Hyuna Song, and I'm thrilled to join Giving Tree Lending as part of the mortgage loan sales team. While my background isn't primarily in sales, I'm eager to learn from your expertise and contribute to our team's success. I'm looking forward to working with you all.
Great. Welcome everyone. Welcome. Paul, share a win for the week.
Morning, guys. Yeah, I got one win for the week. Yesterday I sent out a pre-approval for about a 2.1 million,
Wow.
and they submitted a offer today.
Great.
Yeah, hopefully we get some good news.
What's the program you're gonna go with? What's the down payment LTV?
LTV's 70%.
Nice, very good. It's about 1.5 or ish. What kind of loan program? Non-QM, just a straight jumbo?
Yeah, just straight jumbo.
Great.
Yeah, he got a good income.
Okay, he has good income, good FICO. Who's the lender you're gonna go with?
Either NMSI or Rocket.
There you go. Awesome. What's the DTI on that one with NMSI? Do you know the DTI?
DTI, it was near 38%.
Okay, 38. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just asking these questions, guys, just because, look, scenario wise, too, if that's something you want to share for all of us, right? Like, C had one where I think this can apply to him where, it really depends, it does really matter, Hyuna, who you send the deal to. and I'll let C kind of get into that. But just even structuring wise, right? It's just because you have a file that's clean, but let's say it's at 45 or 48% DTI. Well, for a conventional, that might be just fine. But on a jumbo product, right? When you hear like, oh, 2.1 million purchase with 30% down, right? That's 70% loan value, which is 1.5, which automatically you're thinking jumbo loan, right? Jumbo loan has a lot of more restrictions, quote unquote, than conventional loans. So you kind of start thinking that way, guys, right? And then you have to figure out, hey, what wholesaler is going to be best suited for this? Is my DTI over 43? Is it under 43? Some of them, want a lower DTI. So, do share. I mean, but thanks and congrats. C, you want to take the floor?
I will take the floor. So I was very blessed this past week with I would say multiple wins. So one, we had a purchase deal that just, in my opinion, sort of started off on the wrong foot. It wasn't a difficult deal, but circling back to what Ragnar is saying as far as making the right decision on picking the right wholesaler, I may have perhaps failed at the initial process because I selected LoanStream, who then I found out we only broker to, we're not a corresponding lender to. So we have very little control with all aspects. I mean, thank God it all worked out at the end. But yeah, definitely pay attention, do your research, talk to Peter, talk to Ragnar, talk to Gia. They'll give you advice on which wholesaler to go with, right? That's more GTL friendly. I think that's just basically the goal. But I did make the mistake initially because I just felt like that was my only option based on the tools that I had. But I could have done a lot of things differently. So not only was this a win because it got done, but it's a win because I learned a lot from it. The second win I want to share is I'm a big relationship guy, right? To me, relationship trumps money. Okay. I know on sales, we're not supposed to talk like that, but with the same exact transaction, we ran into some issues with timelines and just, a blame game, right? Real estate agents blaming us. We're going back and blaming them. It finally got to the point where I needed some extra muscle, right? So Mr. Peter Kim, he got on the call with me twice, and both times explained the situation and basically set the real estate agent straight, right? And sometimes they need that. I'm sorry, I know you do both, but sometimes they don't in their mind, they don't understand, right? Because at one point she was saying, well, there should be more capacity. The lender should be slow. And I said, no, you're wrong. How is that possible? We're in a rate environment that's the lowest in 15 months, right? A lot of cuts were made when business was slow, right? A lot of lenders are still trying to bring back underwriters and processors to fill that spot. So sometimes we have to educate them and let them know, hey, you're incorrect, right? But big shout out to Peter. Like, I really appreciate it. Gia, Brenda, Ragnar, like you guys all have my back. It was great. Like it was a difficult situation, but I didn't have to fight the battle by myself. And to me, that's just the greatest feeling in the world. The third thing I want to share, Ragnar actually wanted me to share this, but I have a real estate agent that I did one deal for. I guess she really liked me, but she ended up sending me 2 refis. Ragnar was just like, wow, real estate agents sending refis, that's unheard of. She didn't want anything else, but just to send me 2 refis because she felt like she trusted me. So that's all I got.
No, that's great. Thanks for sharing. I mean, I hope there was a lot to take away there, guys. Kind of segueing into relationships and in leads. Guys, leads can come from anywhere, right? You would think that agents are going to reach out to you just to send you a pre-approval, right? Or, hey, my client is going to go into escrow. I need a lender now. Look, it does happen where agents send what can and will send you refi opportunities, right? Because they work with, I would argue that agents are the homeowner, once that client closes escrow, I would argue that agents do a better job typically of keeping in touch, right? Keeping in touch with their clients, their past clients. And not always do these clients want to stick with their lender, or whether they had a good experience or bad one. They'll simply reach out to the agent. Hey, by any chance, do you know a good lender that I could work with? I really didn't like the one that helped me purchase the finance, right? So relationships. That being